Hey there, I'm Kate Dillon, and I want to welcome you to my channel if this is the first time you're here. Otherwise, if you've been here before, welcome back. And in this video, I want to talk about my June works in progress. My last works in progress video was in March. A lot has happened since then, so I'm going to fill you in and show you the works in progress, but also tell you what's next for this channel. So, let's just go ahead and start it with the obvious one that's right behind me. And this is a project back in March. This is called Fly the Flag, is the name of the pattern. It's by Amy Smart. And the original pattern called for 4 blocks, like 4 flags by 5 flags. And I just felt like I wanted this quilt to be bigger. I mean, I didn't have a particular size in mind, but I wanted it to be bigger. So that was 20 blocks, 4 by 5. I decided to make it 5 by 6. So I added 10 more blocks. I mean, in this case, instead of doing, you can see where some of these blocks have a pieced star area for like the blue part of the flag. And some of them have where it's a solid piece of fabric. And I did make it easy on myself, and the additional 10 blocks that I did with that weren't stars. I did them as just, kind of piece backs there. And then I have quilted this in a wave pattern. The last thing I still need to do to this, I actually just finished this last night, and I still need to add binding, but this is so close to, I don't actually mind binding. I am a machine binder. I don't do anything by hand, but that shouldn't take me long. I just need to kind of make up some binding and sew it on. So no big deal. So before we move on to the next quilt, I actually have 2 more quilt tops to show you and some reports on that, but you're going to see some other information on or interesting videos on this channel. Well, hopefully it's interesting to you. But in this last month, I have just purchased a condo. I'm very excited. It's on a lake. It's been my dream, but it's actually almost 50 years old, and parts of it has been like remodeled over remodeled, and some of it has never been remodeled at all. So it's a whole job of all of that. And so I'm actually going to share that with you step by step by step. I mean, every part of it that I'm pulling out and changing and walk you through my design process. I have no idea how long this project is going to take because I'm not moving. So I'm going to live in kind of have a couple of different places. Which sounds like, yeah, anyway, whatever it sounds like. But anyway, it is my dream. I'm very excited about it, and I will be sharing that whole process with you, and definitely look for your suggestions on, part of the design process. It'll be kind of fun. But speaking of design process, let's go ahead and go on to the next quilt. All right, here is my next quilt. I have actually shown this, I think I showed it in the January video and in the March video where I was making all of the little houses. This is the village quilt, and now I have all of the little houses done, and I'm also excited. I added some trees. I really love these little trees here. I found a pattern. I've got some more of these trees here, kind of mixed it up. This is so many different collections. I kind of leaned a little bit more towards the blues and the greens, although, we do see some pops of yellows and reds, here and there, just to try to keep it interesting. So this is the village quilt, and this one, the top is just done. I did just speak with a long arm quilter today, and I think we're going to meet up tomorrow, and I'm going to have this professionally quilted. She's got a big long arm machine, and we've picked a pattern, and I'm very excited about it. This is the one where I feel like I'm hoping to be able to turn this into a raffle quilt, and I'll keep you informed on that, as that project moves forward. So this is my village quilt. It's really exciting to get this done, going through the whole process with all the little houses. So let's take a quick look at this one, and then I've got one more to show you. All right, so this quilt is my ZigZag quilt, and I've had so much fun making this quilt. It's just been kind of an improv piece. This is the first time I've used triangle paper. So this is triangles on a roll, and what I found was that if I used 3 squares worth right here, that each of these 3 squares worth would do one row of these. And as it all translated, for any of my quilting friends out there, each of these colors, the width of this, it represents using 1 fat quarter for each of these colors, each of these zigzag waves on here. And then at the top and the bottom, I used, I had some yardage of that fabric. So I just put in a straight border, and that way I would kind of have a top and a bottom. I've had a place to end it. And I mean, I've just had so much fun just kind of grabbing. I didn't really plan it out, you know, other than making all of these half square triangles. This is all triangles, and then putting them together into just kind of like these, and you have to plan it. You can't move anything because you're committed, you know, whatever two colors you pick, as it kind of goes together. So, I mean, there's a few choices on here that I probably would have done a little bit differently. I would have done something lighter, of course, between these two darker fabrics, but you know, it's kind of an improv. It's fun, and I wanted something that was like bright and summery, you know, kind of giving those lake and beach vibes is what I was going for, and I think that's what we've got right here. So this is just a quilt top. I haven't added a back to it yet, and the back is just gonna be like a dark plain blue. I haven't done any pieced backs with any of these quilts we've been looking at. A lot of times I will do a pieced back of some kind, but these have just been straight backs. And same way with this one, although I'm gonna use yardage, and what that means is that I might put in another zigzag. I'm not really sure. But why don't you go ahead and drop into the comments. I'd love to know your opinion. Should I add a border to this? If so, what kind of border? Should I add some kind of a pattern? Should it be like a dark blue? Or I'm thinking maybe just even a white binding sounds kind of fun. Or like I've got some yardage of this string looking fabric, so that one would be a fun one that I could add as a binding or a border. But anyway, I would love your opinions. So these are everything that you've seen. These are my quilts in progress and in various stages, and I hope you'll like this video, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'd love to hear your feedback, and I will definitely look forward to involving you in this whole remodel project that's coming up. I have a lot of like time-lapse footage of me doing some demo work, but that'll be coming up soon, and I'm so excited to share that with you, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thanks so much for watching.